Hi, Red Company. Today I wanted to tell you about the amazing connection Mr. Waffles found that could possibly link most of our maps into one universe. First off, we must go into the Black Ops 1 terminal. Inside here, there is a stockpile of information relating to zombies. When connecting to the Dreamland server as Walker, we can find the U.S. involvement in Group 935. Many of these texts outlines the Riese radios and information the U.S. had at the time about the experiments. Even a spy was inserted into the group at one point. But the important line of text for this video is on screen. Is the location of Riese. When we spawn into Riese, we only get a general idea where the map is located. Thanks to this terminal, we know for sure where it is located. Generally. As we find, there are multiple locations for Selisa in present day, but most notably, they are located in Germany and Poland or on the border. It's something to keep in mind. Next, we find our first connection from Shadows of Evil and the picture on screen. This is actually from the raw file released to a few YouTubers. You can clearly see Selisa is on the box as well as a German word underneath it. This connects Shadows of Evil to Riese in some way. And it makes sense too because we are getting the Riese remake. It could be possible that the completion of both Easter eggs could affect both maps, like the maps in Black Ops 2 did to Buried. Now, I want to go a step further. That's why I was waiting just a bit before releasing this video, because I wanted to add more. It is nice to share finds, but we are community. We thrive off one another. I want to preference that we are now going into theory territory, so hold on to your butts. On screen, I am showing you the origins Richtofen in the Giant. Now, his character model has not changed since Origins, but we still have unanswered questions about the 2 blood vials on his chest. They're the only links we have from Mob of the Dead to the main storyline. We see that the blood samples are of the gangsters Finn and Sal, which is curious to all theorists why Richtofen has these from Mob of the Dead. We can only guess what Richtofen is taking off his dead self, but I would wager it might be another blood sample. It may be possible that they communicate to each other in some way, maybe by using blood samples of people from different timelines or universes or dimensions. When Richtofen gets a ray gun, he explains how he saw it in a dream. In Mob of the Dead, we hear the Weasel say Nikolai over and over again. He gets the name stuck in his head, but he doesn't know why.
Nikolai, 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 Nikolai. Why do I keep hearing that name?
Possibly, here we can find our connection in these universes. Why can't Mob of the Dead and Shadows of Evil be in a different dimension? That would make more sense, but in the same universe. There are multiple dimensions in our universe, and it is possible they have traveled to a new one in our story. They could have traveled to Purgatory or Hell based on some previous set of events. If that's true, we now have Mob of the Dead and Shadows of Evil predating Noctera and Toten in our universe, which would make sense because we have other things controlling zombies besides Sam. 115 itself, or Divinium, is what controls zombies, or makes them. Now, I will go a step further, as we do on my channel. The Weasel can break the cycle of Mob of the Dead by killing the other gangsters. But what is interesting about this is the final fight is the zombies are on the Weasel's side. They ignore him and aid him in combat. This has caused speculation in the community that he could be the new Shadow Man in Shadows of Evil. Now, it is a stretch, and they are different voice actors, but that doesn't mean he can't make an appearance in some shape, way, or form in Shadows of Evil. It is possible the Weasel has a much bigger role to play in this purgatory world. In summary, Shadows of Evil is connected to Riese thanks to the amazing catch by Milo in Selisa. Origins is connected to Mob of the Dead through the blood vials containing Sal and Finn's blood, which is then connected to Riese when Origins Richtofen travels there, possibly collecting another blood sample from the Nazi Richtofen. Next, the Weasel is connected through his knowledge of Nikolai and possibly put into a high position of power when the cycle is broken. This may allow for the Weasel to impact Shadows of Evil in some way, possibly being the Shadow Man, but that's not likely. I really hope you did appreciate this video. I will cover the new perk that apparently I see in all of my sub boxes, but I haven't had time to really talk about it and make a video, and I have my stream going on today, so I'm extremely busy and pressed for time. But if you guys did enjoy this video and have the time, please leave a rating. If you don't, I completely understand. Subscribe for more zombies gameplay and theories. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys!